From the infamous hot coffee lawsuit to Papa John's use of a racial slur, these major fast food faux pas sure didn't help the chain's already unhealthy reputations. Here are 10 fast food scandals that rocked the industry. Number 1. McDonald's under fire for hot coffee. You've probably rolled your eyes at the infamous case of a woman suing McDonald's for almost $3 million in 1992 because the hot coffee she spilled was too hot, but there's more to the story than a cranky, money-hungry customer. Stella Liebeck hadn't just ruined her pants, she'd suffered third-degree burns that kept her in the hospital for a week and required medical attention for another 2 years. Plus, it turned out that 700 other people had already complained to McDonald's about injuries from the coffee served between 180 degrees Fahrenheit and 190 degrees Fahrenheit. Since then, the fast food company has lowered its coffee temperatures 10 degrees. Number 2. Burger King may contain horse meat. In 2013, some European meat suppliers came under fire when investigators found they'd been mixing horse meat in with products advertised as beef. Among the top companies involved was Burger King. Trace amounts of horse meat were found in its supply chain. No evidence of horse meat was found in BK products themselves, but the fast food chain tried to keep naysayers happy by switching suppliers. Number 3. McDonald's sneaks meat into its vegetable oil. Until 1990, McDonald's was open about cooking its fries in beef fat, but eventually it switched the recipe to vegetable oil after a push from consumers. What it failed to mention was that the fries still weren't vegan-friendly. The vague natural flavors item on the ingredients list still included beef products. 3 vegetarians, 2 of whom avoided meat for religious reasons, sued the company for misleading them, but McDonald's argued that it had never claimed its fries were vegetarian. It eventually settled the lawsuits by donating $10 million to Hindu groups as well as some others. Number 4. Taco Bell's mystery meat. In 2011, a class action lawsuit claimed that Taco Bell's beef was only 35% meat, which, according to USDA standards, means it can't really call itself beef. The suit was dropped when Taco Bell put marketing efforts into debunking the claims, but its reputation for mystery meat never really faded. In the age of "if you can't pronounce it, don't eat it," consumers still have beef with the 12% of its beef products that aren't meat. Number 5. McDonald's plagiarizes its jokes. In 1989, comedy magazine Viz published a tip: save a fortune on laundry bills. Give your dirty shirts to Oxfam. They'll wash and iron them and then you can buy them back for 50p. 7 years later, a McDonald's radio ad about saving money said almost the exact same thing but subbed out Oxfam, a British charity shop, for a second-hand shop. A couple other commercials from the campaign also sounded suspiciously similar to other Viz jokes, but McDonald's insisted the jokes were common and that it hadn't used the magazine for ideas. The case was settled out of court, and McDonald's donated money to the charity Comic Relief. Number 6. Expired meat is sold to McDonald's, KFC, and more. In 2014, undercover reporters filmed an American-owned Shanghai factory changing the dates on expired meat before sending the chicken and beef to McDonald's and KFC locations in China. KFC's parent company, Yum Brands, dropped the supplier, while McDonald's used the same company but a different plant. Number 7. A bad reputation gets worse. Naysaying McDonald's is nothing new. In 1986, a small group of protesters started handing out a leaflet called "What's Wrong with McDonald's? Everything They Don't Want You to Know," accusing the fast food giant of everything from underpaying workers to destroying rainforests. 2 of the leaflet's writers refused to take the claims back when McDonald's demanded an apology, launching the longest libel case in English history. After an almost year-long legal battle, the court favored McDonald's, but its reputation still took a hit. The judge ruled that although some of the claims were false, others, like exploiting children in its ads and acting like its food is healthier than it is, held up. Number 8. Papa John puts his foot in mouth again. What would Papa John's pizza be without Papa John? The world is finding out now that founder John Schnatter was kicked out of the company. In 2017, Schnatter resigned as CEO after coming under fire for blaming slow pizza sales on the fact that some NFL players were kneeling during the national anthem. He apologized but didn't seem to learn his lesson. After using a racial slur during a media training conference call, he was evicted from the company and later stepped down as chairman. Number 9 Subway spokesman has shocking arrest. For 15 years, Jared Fogle was a Subway spokesman, touting the fact that he'd lost more than 200 pounds by eating at sandwiches. But all that changed in 2015, when he was found guilty of child pornography and paying for sex with minors. Cue the footlong jokes. It wasn't the best look for Subway, who immediately dropped Fogle from its payroll when the charges came out. Number 10 Krispy Kreme picks the wrong letters. A UK Krispy Kreme store hoped to draw traffic in 2015 with its Krispy Kreme Club. A donut decorating club is all fine and dandy, but not when it's advertised as KKK Wednesday. When fans kindly pointed out that it shared its abbreviation with the Ku Klux Klan, the store quickly ended the promotion for good. So that's it for today's list. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more Ultimate List videos. Smiley face.